What's good, Canna fam? Welcome back to wepop Gardening. Glad to have all your new subscribers here and all your new viewers. Today I'm going to bring you guys a grow series. We're going to start that today. Got some Elevate seeds, got that Kongzilla, and that spicy guava I've been excited to put in the dirt. I want to bring that to y'all, so we're going to get a series rolling on that from seed to harvest and continue to do updates so you guys can see it every step of the way. And we're going to organize everything here at the channel a little bit better so we can get y'all rolling on that and get better content coming in. Smash that like for me. Hit that notification bell so we can get all these videos rolling. Y'all can see them firsthand as they come out. You guys hitting that notification bell so you get all the updates also helps the channel grow, which I super appreciate. And have been super grateful for all y'all being with us since day one. Y'all are amazing. Best community out there. Still believe it, always will. Appreciate y'all, and we're gonna get set up and get into this. As I said, I got a new series we're gonna start for y'all, going over the Kongzilla, and we got that spicy guava from Elevate Seeds. I know there's hundreds of different ways everybody does their own germination style. I'm just going to show y'all what I do and how I do it to get my seeds to pop, unless I'm running autos with the Grow Peaceful team over there. I do those a little different because they're autos and I don't like to play with them. I like to have less stress on them as possible, just because it's an auto flower. So that's just my personal preference, but this is how I pop my photo seeds, and this is how I set them up so that way they are good to go. Obviously I got my soil here, you can see it's dry. I'm gonna wet it before we get started. I got some Scotch tape, and then you know we're a Rams Bears house over here. I'm a Rams fan, the wife's a Bears fan, but anyway, I use my little shot glasses to pop seeds, which these seeds I dropped in 2 nights ago, or no, yep, 2 nights ago, sorry. Distilled water, like I use bottled water, Deer Park, because that's what we got out here, and then I put a few drops of peroxide in it. I know a ton of people do things differently. I just use peroxide because it keeps things sterile. It also helps break down those shells, so that way you're pretty much guaranteed popping it. But anyway, they've been in there for a little over 36 hours. Just checked in tonight after I got done chatting with the team over there, Grow Peaceful, and hanging out. I also have Viva Sun's heat mat, which is digitally controlled. This is a 24-inch heat mat that runs underneath. I run it underneath my tray, so that way I've always got heat going to the roots, because that's big. You got to keep the soil temp up so that way the seedlings can flourish. So I set this at 80 degrees. This thing has been a lifesaver with cloning and also sprouting seeds. It's automatic. You just hit your settings here. You can adjust this up or down. So I'm going to leave this at 80 because I like to have it at 80. Plus I've got a crap ton of plants over here that are currently in flower. As y'all know, for all y'all that have been here, for all you new subs, we got Granddaddy Purple over in a 4x4. And we are currently running that Blue Dream as well. So we're gonna stick with 80 over here on this heat mat, and she's heating up. You see how she's running? We got a probe on this thing which tells me the temperature in my little tent here. Yes, this is clean. I know it's stained, but it's just I've been using the mess out of this thing for clones. Anyway, I also have my humidity dome. I'm gonna water these down just a little bit. Like, we're not gonna like saturate the whole thing. Let me see if I can control this a little bit, but I'm just gonna wet the tops real good. right? Make sure it's a little wet. I'm not gonna like soak the whole cup yet. I basically take a pen, right? And I will push it down. The reason why I use these is because look, when you push down soil, it actually like pushes this in. You see how I got my little divot there? So I'm gonna take my seedling and put it in there because it's sprouted. So again, can't show you this part because YouTube don't like. Ta-da! Round 2. So for all you new growers out there that are just starting out, I know this is kind of nerve-wracking. Most people stress and worry. You're gonna hear a lot of things from different people, but don't overthink it. Just put it in some wet soil or damp soil. Like I said, don't saturate it too much. Set it in your little hole with it up a little bit, and then lightly cover it with a little bit of loose soil. Don't pack it down and make it all tight or cover it like super deep. Like my seedling's going about that much. That's it. So just saying, simplify it. You know what I mean? I set these in here like so, and we're gonna come back in here in a day or so, check them out. I almost think that as fast as these sprouted, right, I think we're gonna have a good result on them. Came up in less than 48 hours, so you can't beat that. So we're gonna dome them up here. We'll go ahead and just close these up so that way we keep the humidity inside. And that's that. I'm gonna let them sprouts come up, and I'm gonna check back in here in a day or so and bring you guys an update on them seedlings. And before you know it, we're gonna have some monsters growing out in some 4x4s over here. Because you know how we do. We like them big. We like to grow big pots. No pun intended. Anyway, stay tuned, fam. We'll be back on this and give you guys the update. Today is day 10 on these sprouts for the Kongzilla and the Spicy Guava from Elevate Seeds. I'm gonna transplant these girls today and get them into some decent soil here. It's been a crazy week for me. Had a lot going on in the garden, work, holidays. Y'all know the deal. So anyway, I'm gonna get these transplanted. This mix right here is the HP Pro mix. Just gonna put them in a little bit bigger. As you can see, Kongzilla stretched out on me a little bit. Just dealing with being further away from the light. It's crazy how much of a difference that is. I had them underneath that seedling light. See, they passed that phase and they want to get some real light. Should have done this a little bit earlier in the week here, like day 5, but you know, life happens, things come up, can't really help it. Got a lot of things going on with new stuff going on in the garden here. Got a decent little taproot started there. I'm a little stressed out from this. I wasn't planning on pulling the dirt out of it totally. Need to get these into some regular white light. I need to apologize to y'all. I've been kind of lacking on covering details of the grow and skimping out on the important things like what I'm doing throughout the week. So from here on, and then starting on this grow series here with these elevates, I'm gonna do better so you guys can learn some things and watch what I'm doing and be around to answer questions. Maybe you guys will start reaching out and trying to get information from me instead of just thinking I'm trying to show off my garden all the time. That's not really it. It's just been crazy, hectic, busy for me with work and the holidays And that's not fair to y'all. It's not fair to me either, because I want to teach y'all some things and let y'all learn what I know. I'm gonna start getting into more depth in these runs, so that way, like I said, you guys can make suggestions for all you guys that are actually, like, you know, been growing for a while. I'm here to learn too, and we'll just all work together, new growers alike, and myself, and all of the experienced growers. So we'll get there. We'll get there. I want to make y'all happy also. So if y'all got suggestions, seriously, feel free to reach out, let me know, drop them in the comments, like tell me what you want to see, so I can make this a better experience for all of us. I just want to help people get to what they want to do, and I want to connect with vets and help them see the value of this plant, so that way they can use it to better their health and overall everyday lives. This is the HP Pro Mix that I had blended up already. I'm gonna run Green Rush nutrients with these. This soil already has some amendments in it, as far as a buffer for the oyster shell flower. I'm gonna add worm castings to this run after I need to transplant out of these two. My next blend of soil, I'm gonna add worm castings to it because it helps aerate the seed, or aerate, like allows more air into the root zone. It's a good buffer for microbial life. It helps maintain moisture levels in the soil when you add it, and it also has fertilizer components to it once it starts breaking down. So worm castings is a good thing to put in the Pro Mix, and also straight cocoa for that matter. But I'm gonna get into that after on the next transplant on this. I'm just doing this to get these out of that goofy purple light that I use to pop my clones and to get my clones rolling in. Things have been hectic here in the grow room. Been doing a lot of transitions, changing things out. So needless to say, I've been a little busy here in the garden trying to get things set up so I can bring better content to y'all. Currently have 3 4x4s. With obviously the sponsorship from VivaSun, and my God, am I impressed with what they have. No, I'm not just saying that because I'm sponsored by them. I choose my sponsors wisely because I firmly believe that you need to believe in the product that you are representing and bringing to the public. So I've had VivaSun for ever since I started growing. My initial first tent was a VivaSun, and then I got the flowering tent over here, or the cloning tent over here, and the seedling tent with the mats and trays, which y'all have seen in the previous videos. So definitely wanted to get with them, and I'm so glad that I was able to reach some things with them. I'm liking it, so I'm excited to see what's going to happen. I'm going to start these girls right here in this tent. So we're going to run the elevates in there to start with. Once the blue dream is out over here, I am going to shift that over to this tent, one of them, and keep the other one in the VivaSun. And then over here, I've got the clone from that granddaddy. I guess I could let the cat out of the bag on this one. You can see she's had some issues here. I'm going to start feeding this with Green Rush also. I was in transition, and I was waiting on some things to come from my sponsor with them over there at VivaSun, and I had to play cat and mouse with this because I had the Grow Peaceful bucket over there in the 3x3, and obviously the other granddaddy was in this tent, and the Blue Dream was over there in the other 4x4. So yeah, I was playing shuffle around, and she was not in the light too much, but I figured I'd show y'all. We'll get her recouped, get her back. She's already looking good. I got her in here the day of cut down for the other granddaddy. So this one is gonna be coming soon. I'm gonna start doing updates on that, let y'all see what I'm gonna do. Currently she's in a 7.5 gallon pot. I gotta feed and water and get that all set up, but we'll get there. It's just a matter of time now. We'll be taking off before we know it, and we'll have some explosive growth here. Appreciate y'all. We'll catch y'all on the next day or so here, and let y'all see what's going on.